So if you go out into the backyard and you do a poo, or do you wipe it on the grass?
Sometimes. I have before.
You got a duck dog toy? They're so cute!
Well guys, I never thought I'd be back here. For too long I have been putting off making this video, and it's time to step up and fulfill my role given to me by the universe. I have to do what needs to be done. Back in my earlier days of YouTube, there was like a 4 to 6 month long period where I was basically YouTube's resident expert on the phenomenon known as dog girls. Like once or twice a month for an extended amount of time, I would find these videos on dog girls from channels like Truly, basically channels that are knockoffs of TLC, and I would bring them to you guys. Why? Well, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, partner. But after a while, it seemed like this trend of people acting like they were dogs to sell their OnlyFans kind of died down, and for a while, I thought the dog girl had gone extinct. That was until last week when I saw a surge of videos being made about this interview right here. It's an interview with a Twitch streamer who claims to be a dog, Meowdalyn. So I figured for old time's sake, we would see what all the hubbub's about. So let's not waste any more time, let's begin. Please subscribe.
My name is Meow, like a cat, but I am a dog.
Why did you call yourself Meow then?
And, it's kind of like whenever you have a really small dog, like a Chihuahua, and you name it Hercules.
Okay, so I don't really think that's the same thing, considering you're a human. But surprise, surprise, this is actually not the first time I've seen this woman. She's been in a video I've made before she was even in the thumbnail. It's like my 5th most viewed video of all time. It was about that TikTok trend where people dress up like dogs and then do the whole "listen here, I don't like you, I am now gonna bark at you" thing. Yeah, dark times, don't really want to remember that. But it's honestly kind of interesting and maybe even slightly endearing to see that she's still up to this. Most of the videos I've seen on this interview have just been people saying she's just trying to promote an OnlyFans, she's just trying to advertise her Twitch, and yeah, probably. But still, there are easier ways to do that than pretending to be a dog for 40 years, so you've got to imagine that she at least kind of likes to do this. I don't really know if that makes it much better considering what we're about to hear in a minute, but yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that, but I guess she gets to do what she loves.
What happens when I hit this thing? Do you react?
I don't like that.
It's a dog controller.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Handlers. They feed me, they take me on walks. We practice training, which is one of my favorite things because I get treats.
Okay, I remember why I stopped making these videos. Look, this is one of those things that I don't think you can really argue is harming anybody. If you want to pretend to be a dog in your online space and people want to watch it, I mean, more power to you, right? But my God, if it's not the hardest thing on the planet to watch people talk about this. It's like I keep expecting there to be a break, like this is all just one big joke. But no, it's just serious statement after serious statement about how much this woman likes to pretend to be a dog. It's a little uncomfortable.
So if you go out into the backyard and you do a poo, or do you wipe it on the grass?
Sometimes. I have before.
Yep, there it is. All right, you belong in Arkham Asylum. Look, I'm a pretty open-minded guy. Okay? I don't turn my nose at many things, but if you have any sort of interest, especially a sexual one, with poop, you're sick. Okay? I'm sorry to tell you, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. People have been too nice to you in the past. You're sick. Is that kink shaming? Maybe, but you need it, okay? You should be ashamed if you like poop. You went into your backyard, dropped a steamer, and then wiped your ass on the grass? I have no words. Hey, you should go subscribe to my gaming channel because, God, yeah, I've got nothing. Just do it, please.
Typically, though, it's either raining or something, so I gotta get over myself and I gotta use the human toilet, I guess.
Do you do that in the park? Like, do people give you funny looks?
I don't find myself focusing on what other people, I guess, are their reaction toward me because I'm so in the moment of just being the dog.
You know what? I think I'm going to try this one out this week. Go take a shit at a public park, and when I get arrested, just tell the police officer I was really in the moment of being a dog. Hey, officer, have you ever seen Bolt? It's like that, but instead of being a famous dog who gets separated from their owner, I'm just shitting in the park.
When you do have sex, is it only doggy style, or do you do human things?
I don't like that. Quit. Stop.
Yeah, look, she keeps pulling the phone away. She's an actual dog.
Okay, going on record here saying that I don't really enjoy how into this guy is. I mean, she's over here talking about pooping in the park, and he's like, yeah, but when you fuck, I mean, this man is discovering something about himself. And look, I'm not one to try and stifle self-discovery, but just don't do it on a live radio show, okay? So that's all of this interview I was able to find, and honestly, I'm pretty okay with that. Don't really know what that guy was planning on doing next, but I doubt it was anything I wanted to see. But I did find this woman's Twitch, and it's about everything that I expected it to be. There's been a lot of times where I've said on this channel that I understand why a person is doing this thing and that I would do it if I was making the kind of money they were. I don't think that this is one of the things that's gonna fall into that category, because I honestly can't even understand why you'd want to do this over working a normal job. Like, look, I'm sure this woman makes good money, but I watched part of one of her streams, and I think I'd rather hit the oil rig before I resorted to this. I'll let you take a look.
Chin rubs or head pats? Can I actually raise you on that, Panda? Instead of chin rubs or head pats, I like ear. Fuck. I like whenever you guys like touch my ears and like you. It like makes my whole body just like. It's nice. Oh. You got a duck dog toy? They're so cute. I need somebody else to fly with me too. So as long as somebody else is flying with me and they're sitting in their seat, I can sit on the ground in front of them, if that makes sense.
I mean this sincerely when I say I hope the US military never sees this video, because if they do, this is going to be their new method of torture. Mark my words, by the year 2050, they're going to ban dog girl torture in war. They're going to start taking prisoners of war and sticking those poor sons of bitches in front of a blue Yeti and a webcam and say, do this for 8 hours? And after 30 minutes, they're going to tell them everything they want to know. This woman's average streaming time is like 5 to 8 hours. Can you imagine doing this for 8 hours? Which is why I was saying earlier that this person has to actually enjoy doing this, because there's no way a person who didn't love doing this could do this for more than 15 minutes. So I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to be upset at a person doing what they love for a job. I mean, that's everybody's dream, right? For me, it's a lot easier to hate on all the guys in the chat saying stuff like, can I take you on a walk? Do you need to be trained? Do you need a handler? Can I slather peanut butter all over my... I feel like that's the side of the story nobody ever talks about, and it's a side of the story that I think is very important. Sure, doing this is weird. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. Watching these streams make me severely uncomfortable, but streams like this or any other strange Twitch meta that you see wouldn't exist if there weren't millions upon millions of sad, lonely men who think that paying a woman to read off a donation constitutes a meaningful relationship. It's a tale as old as time. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Well guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the common dog girl? Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't think this is really harming anybody. I mean, maybe this woman's neighbors aren't having the best of times when she decides to go to the bathroom, and you know, maybe that guy conducting the interview was sent down a path he wasn't really expecting to be sent down after doing this interview, and you know, it's probably not good for all the guys who are obsessed with this woman, but other than those people, it's all good. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.